Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We're in prime time, week 2 against the Houston Texans, playing in Cincinnati for our second home game. We have back-to-back home games this year, and actually Deshaun Watson did get hurt in week 1, so we will not be seeing him today. We'll be seeing Tom Savage, the backup quarterback here, but we are in our color rush uniforms. Ours are all white with the stripes, and the Texans are all blue with the red pinstripe on the side. So AJ Green trying to get ready here as the Texans will get the ball first, and there is rookie Justin Willis getting his first start of the day. So after a touchback, it'll be Tom Savage, and he had 209 yards in that first game in their loss. So let's see what they can do with him today. Savage can start under center, play action, looking downfield, and that's over to Fuller, over to the 34. Dropping back, looking, play action, did not fool anyone as there's a blitz, and the pressure gets there. It's going to be Vontaze Burfict finally finding a hole, 3rd and 12. Shotgun, dropping back, Savage, looking, and he's going to put it over to Braxton Miller, short gain, and that's a 3 and out. So Ross taking it from the 20, cutting out to the right side, spin move, breaking a tackle, and just can't get outside of Jackson. Would have had a clear flea lane, but here's Andy Dalton. Got injured last week in the win over the Ravens, and so we'll see if he can get back on track. He had 3 picks before exiting the game, and McCarron had 3 touchdowns with no picks, as this starts out with Bernard up the middle for no gain. Look at the offense. Fisher had a rough day with the rookie Bowser last week. We'll see if he can rebound. And AJ Green LaFell out wide, had over 100 yards receiving last week. Pressure here, and that's given to Bernard, able to stay in bounds and go up the sideline as we look at this defense. Watt, Williams, and Rashid Hegman. Watt's going to be a big presence today. Clowney, Marcellus out the outside, Cushing, and McKinney. In the secondary, Joseph Johnson with Howell and Gilchrist, the safeties. So play action, looking. And J.J. Watt is triple teamed there as he goes downfield and misses the tight end, but able to get it over to A.J. Green for 24-yard strike. It'll be challenged. It certainly looks like he tiptoes that in. He's got it. It looks like there's a little green there, and they will say it looks like a catch. So the Bengals lucking out there. A.J. Green, good concentration on the sideline. From 33, pistol, giving it to Bernard. He's going to be taken down to 30. Going to be out of the pistol again. This is a play action, setting up a screen. Going to the outside, it's going to be Green. Green, it's going to be hit. It's going to put the ball on the ground. It's going to bobble around. It's going to be picked up by Watt. Watt going down the sidelines. The 50, Eifert in tow. The 30, the 20, the 10, and trips up J.J. Watt at the 6. So if Clowney just would have gotten away, it should have been a touchdown by Watt. So Savage from the 6. Stepping up, moving around, is going to put it over to Fedorowicz. He's taken down at the 1. We're going to look at this line and the offense. Brown, Sulafilo, Mance, Allen, and Clark. I'm sure I probably butchered that, one of those last names. Hopkins, Fuller out wide. We'll see what they can do today against this secondary as Jackson's getting his first start of the day. And looking at the defense, Dunlap, Atkins, Sims, and Willis. And the linebackers, Perfect, Ray, and Vigil. It's going to be Vincent Ray, not Shane Ray. I messed it up last game with Pac-Man Jones. And Jackson the outside going over. It's going to be picked up by George Oloka. I forgot about him at safety. And he's going to show us why he's ever dangerous. And Williams will be across from him, starting from the 20 here after that interception. And that one going nowhere. That's going to be Cushing on the stop. And no gain. Formation tie on the right side. He's going to go up, and looks like only a gain of 2 for Bernard. Formation again, dropping back, looking. Good zone there, and nowhere to go as it's going to be run by Dalton. Dalton's going to scramble out of bounds at the 33 and a first down. So good move there by Bernard to move the man out of the flats. Going to Bernard again. Spin move the outside. A.J. Green just cannot pick up a block. Would have been an extra 3 or 4 yards at least. So 2nd and 1, misdirection. Going to the outside. Bernard's going to be taken down short. They'll mark him at the 42. And it'll be 3rd and inches. Giving it to Bernard. Bernard's going to get the first down. Barely there. Cushing with some contact there. But here, big hit on him as he goes down with a loss of 1. So going to the outside, it's going to be Mixon. Mixon trying to get the spin move going, taking out the 49. It's at least a 3rd and manageable. So dropping back, play action, looking. He's going to put it over on the left side. It's going to be caught by Hill. Hill has a block downfield by A.J. Green. The 20, taken down near the 15. Markham at the 18. Going to be another run here, this time to Hill on the left side with Bernard blocking. And no one in the backfield breaking off there, looking on the run and misses. Dropped by LaFell. The contact by Pleasant knocks the ball free. Would have had a spectacular touchdown, but just not going there. And now we have a flag between Mixon and Howell. So it'll be down at the 2. Looking, pressures there and gets the blitz on Dalton. So 2nd goal, empty backfield. Dalton looking, quick throw over. It's going to be knocked down. It's going to be picked off as a chip drill to Pleasant. So Pleasant getting back, good hit, getting the interception after the contact between Green and Howell, between Mixon and Howell. I'm sorry, just can't think of the names there. That's a run on the outside for a gain of 5. That's dumped off, and that's going to be dropped by the tight end. Savage just can't get a break. It's a blitz, going to be picked up. But a big spin move there by Lamar Miller, and he's going to be taken down. And we'll see if Savage can get up the middle here, as that's going to be a couple of good moves by Miller as he's taken down at the 40. Dropping back, Savage. Quick throw when it's not even close to Fedorowicz. Could have been picked off by Ray if he had to jump more on it. Dropping back here. And that hits this intended receiver in the back. Doesn't even turn around for that. 3rd and 10. Play action. Looking downfield. Looking. Time. Finds a man. It's going to be Huff coming up with the football over at the 36. So drop back, Savage, quick throw. Huff's going to have it at 30. Good spin move there. Another good juke. 2 jukes there, not a spin move. Down to 21. Dropping back, Savage, looking clean pocket. It's going to hit Hopkins, and just a bad dive there by Williams. And it will be a Houston 7-point lead. Going to A.J. Green, short pass for a gain of 2. Trying to get Andy Dalton in this rhythm. Play action, pressure up the middle. It's going to be his, he throws. It's going to be caught by Uzuma there. He's playing our 2nd tight end. He's going to come up with that one. Dalton, clean pocket. We'll find A.J. Green on the slant to the 49. We're in the 2nd quarter. Here's Bernard on the outside. Just cannot make a move on Brian McKinney. So 3rd and 2. Rushing this one on the outside. Bernard breaks a tackle to the 40. The 35 to 30. And brought down near the 25. They'll mark him at the 25. It's a good run. Going to be another play action. Looking downfield. Dalton. It's going to be taken down by Marcellus. And it'll be a 2nd and 22. Going to hand it off to Hill here. And Hill nowhere to go. And they'll give him 1. Actually, they'll lose 1 there. Out of the pistol. Dalton just trying to get the yardage. Stop. And can't even throw. Just bad throw, and they get no points out of that. A.J. Green was wide open, but here's Miller going on the outside. He's going to be stopped at the 19. So 2nd and 11 after that loss. Give it to Miller up the middle again, and another good play this time by Sims for no gain. So dropping back, Savage trying to get out of this 3. Now he's going to be taken down by the rookie Justin Willis, and sharing that one with Dunlap. As finally the rookie making an impact last game shows that he can do it as the starter. So Ross going to take this one close to the 15. Going to move out to the left side of the 40, the 50. And he's going to do a juke move to get a couple extra yards to the 48. Good field position for Dalton. So giving it to Bernard. Bernard nowhere to go. There's Watt. There's McKinney. There's everyone there. And 2nd 14 looking. And nowhere to go with that J.J. Watt. So just cannot get a break here. 2 straight sacks between this possession, the last, and overthrowing A.J. Green in quadruple coverage. As we do a play action for Savage. Looking. He's going to dump it off to Miller. Miller's going to break that tackle and fall forward. And he'll be down to 21. A little handoff there with Miller getting the first down. So dropping back. Savage looking on the slant. Gets Hopkins near the 36. Just nothing to do there with Jackson. No amount of resistance as Savage looking. Savage, no one open. It's going to be a covered sack. Ray's going to be there first. But Dunlap's in the area as well. So 3rd and 8, dropping back. Savage feels the pressure. It's going to go off the back of the lineman, trying to get to Miller. And it'll be punted to Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals as we drop back. Pump fake. And he's going to be taken down and sacked by J.J. Watt. He's got 1.5 today. As 2nd and 21. Looking downfield. Has a wide open A.J. Green. He's going to be caught and taken down at the 40. We were under 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Dalton going up the middle on that dump off pass to Eifert. And it's caught at the 46. Dropping back. Looking. Dalton trying to tie this game up. Doesn't see anything downfield and throws it out of bounds. So 3rd and 4. Dropping back. Blitz is picked up. He's going to put it over to Ross. Ross going to be close to a first down at the 50. They'll mark him short. 4th and inches. They're going to go for it. Looking. He's going to dump it off to Mixon. Mixon, the rookie, has the first down at the 46. And out of bounds. Clock is running. Dropping back. Looking. Dalton to Boyd. Boyd has some room up the field to the 32. Getting some receivers in here that haven't played much but are fresh. As Dalton scrambling over the left side. Looking. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to take it out of bounds at 29. Good thing not to force a pass. As Dalton looking downfield. He throws. Going end zone. And there's some contact between Core and it looked like the nickel guy there. It's going to be on Marcus Burley. As this is given to Bernard and easily goes in to the end zone. So it's tied 7-all going in to the half. The Texans will just kneel it down as the Bengals get the ball first, and we get into the end zone because of a pass interference call between Core and Burley. And Core's another young guy too. We have a lot of young guys in the receiving core, but we have a lot of young guys also on the defense, and they're performing pretty decently in this game. So I'll see you guys in the second half. Andy Dalton here starting from the 34. He's going to give it to Bernard. Bernard on the outside cannot get outside of Merciless. So 2nd and 11 play action. Looking. He throws. Gives it to Eifert. There's some contact, but they don't call it there. As Eifert tried to go upfield and he was just prevented. So 3rd and 11. Blitz is picked up, but finally the pressure's there and a coverage sack. It's Merciless there as it is Texans ball. From the 20, Miller, look at that sick spin move and jukes out of bounds, forced out by Aloka. So 1st and 10. Going to give this one to Miller again, why not? But he only gets a gain of 1. Shotgun, looking downfield, looking. He's going to go, he has a man deep, and he misses. Fedorowicz splitting his safeties on 2nd down. Could have possibly been a touchdown, but he can't complete it. Savage, though, going up and finds Hopkins. It looks like Jackson was turned around. Actually, that's Decrease Denard there that was turned around. As it's 1st and 10. Blue getting this one on the outside and going nowhere. Loca's there. In the backfield, it's going to be Miller this time. He's going to evade one blitzer, but taking down hard on the low tackle at the 14. 1st and 10, dropping back, looking. He's going to be dumped off to Miller, brought down by Willis at the 11. Out of the shotgun again. Savage trying to set up a screen. And it'll be picked off. That overthrows. Perfect comes up with that one. And that was just too far ahead of Lamar Miller. So 1st and 10 from the 11. Outside Bernard. Big run there for 8. On 2nd down. Going to give it to Bernard again this time, though. Going nowhere as Cushing's there with that stop. On 3rd and 2, dropping back, looking. Hizzy throws, and that's over to LaFell for a first down to 25. Dalton taking a lot of punishment in the pocket, but able to release some of these throws. Dropping back, looking. Going to give this one to Ross. Ross able to stay in bounds. Juke move doesn't fool anyone as he's taken down at 39. Going to be another give, this time to Hill. Hill has some room until Cushing brings him down to 46. Doing some good rushing here between Hill and Bernard. This time it's Hill. Spin move on the outside down at the Texans 40. 4 rushes for 19 for Hill. And play action to Bernard. This time looking downfield. Has a man open. It's going to be A.J. Green. And it looked like a defender ran into whoever's defending Eifert. And that sprung him loose. It looked like Cushing and possibly Jackson hit each other, but on our side, Jackson, that's blatant pass interference. That very, very blatant. So it's only a short gain of 4 there as Savage play action. Looking downfield. Has time and misses a wide open man. It looked like Huff there. And Dunlap did have some pressure around him, but he had all the time in the world to make that throw. So Savage against the run blitz and nowhere to go on that A-gap blitz. 3rd and 10. Showing an A-gap. Dropping back into coverage. Going over the middle. It's Miller. And Miller's taken down by Darquise Denard. And it's back to a Cincinnati football. But pressure up the middle is going to put the ball on the ground. It's going to be recovered by Jadeveon Clowney. And now the Texans from the 18 of the Bengals. Miller up the middle. Taken down by Pac-Man Jones at the 9. 2nd one. Florowitz in motion. Giving it to Miller. Miller on the outside. Nowhere to go. And then Justin Willis getting off his block for the stop. 3rd and 3. Big play here. Savage looking. It's going to hit the back of a lineman. Look like, or maybe the hand of Justin Willis. And they'll only get a field goal. So still a 4-point lead. Bengals play action. Looking. Hewitt playing fullback here. It's going to get that one out of the backfield of the 41. So we hit into the 4th quarter. Dropping back. Looking. Has time. And that's the LaFell. And LaFell can't hold on to the football. It's jarred loose by Johnson. So 3rd and 6. Dropping back. Looking. Has time. And it goes to Eifert. It's jumped up, and Ross can't hold on to it. Although if he would have dumped it off closer to Ross, he would have had that. But here it is, Texans ball. Dunlap's 2nd sack of the day, 2nd 19. Another blitz. Savage pushed out of the pocket on the outside. Fuller just can't hold on to it. It's just knocked out of his hands. Will Fuller just cannot get a break today. 3rd and 19, dropping back. Savage. Pressure's there. He's going to dump it off to Miller, though. Good coverage downfield. And he will just give it up for the punt. So starting from the 20. Play action. Looking. Dalton. Going to A.J. Green deep. A.J. Green comes down with it at the 34. Big play there. A.J. Green. 7 receptions. $150 today. Going over to Bernard. Bernard taken down by Bryant McKinney at the 31. Dropping back. Looking. Blitz is picked up going the outside. Double coverage almost picked off by Hal. Almost had that one. Dropping back. Looking. Taken down with the pressure by J.J. Watt. Now Andy Dalton's hurt. This time it's his other shoulder. Looks like his throwing shoulder. And we'll have to see what his injury is. It looks serious though. He will definitely not come back in this game. And we'll have A.J. McCarron come out for his 2nd game the next drive as Cincinnati gets nothing from that. But Huff up the middle from Tom Savage, the 47, as we click to 8 minutes left to play in this game. Savage dropping back, looking. Finally dumps it off to Miller to the 46 as just nothing but time. It almost took a sack there. But here, give it to Miller on 2nd and 3 up the middle. And now there's another injury. It's going to be, though, on this defense, and there'll be nothing big. They will return here as Miller gets that one for a first down. Savage dropping back. Pressure's here. Hit as he throws. Fedorowicz gets that one over to the 28. Empty backfield. Savage looking downfield. He's going to dump it off to Fuller. Fuller, good move. Going outside and just cannot work it upfield. He'll be taken down to 13, 1st and 10. Miller. Now this one is Blue going up the middle, and he's only going to have 2. He has 2 rushes for no gain. They're going to go back to Miller. Miller this time is stout run defense, not letting him do anything. 3rd and 8. Dropping back out of the shotgun, looking downfield, looking. He's just going to dump it off to Miller, but he stepped out of bounds prior to trying to catch the ball. So they will only get a field goal out of this one after the penalty, the illegal touching. So A.J. McCarron will come out here, give it to Bernard, leaning on this run game as we're ahead by 1, taking out to 31. 3:40 left to play. McCarron looking, throwing on the run, finds LaFell open in between 3 defenders, 1st down. Going to give it to Hill this time, as Hill just cannot fight through the tackle. 5 rushes for 19 yards though. We're trying to get a duo going in Cincinnati. Hill's got this one, and Hill's going to be brought down by Cushing. We're at 2-minute warning. Dropping back, looking. Blitz is picked up, but doesn't have all day. Fires over to A.J. Green, comes down with it. He had the angle brought down to 22 the first time out of Houston. So here we go, giving it to Hill. Hill, big hit by Watt, able to hold on the football. They take their 2nd. Going to give it a delay handoff to Bernard. Taking down the 18. It is 3rd and 6. That's the last time out. Play action. We're going to go for it. And looking in the end zone, it's going to be caught by Ross, and that will just increase this lead to 21. So now without any timeouts, 1:40 left, they're down by 8. Savage going into coverage and throws that. That was very good coverage by Jackson, making up for that silly penalty earlier in the game. Luckily, it was only a couple yards, though, on 3rd down. But here, McCarron will kneel it out. We'll have to see how long we have an injured quarterback. Maybe Andy Dalton's out for the season. And it is the reigns of A.J. McCarron. Maybe McCarron plays a couple, and we see the value of having a backup quarterback that can do something. But to know A.J. McCarron goes into free agency, possibly at the end of this year, he's something we might want to lock up. So we did give up 3 takeaways, all when Dalton's been commanding the offense, though, which is kind of odd that we go in and McCarron's not committing those turnovers. So here it is, McCarron, 158.3, almost perfect. I think that is perfect. 64 yards through 3 passes. Today on the ground, 56 yards for Bernard. Pretty pedestrian day, but did have that touchdown after the pass interference call in the end zone. Dalton did give up 1 fumble and 2 interceptions. A.J. Green, $183. He's doing work this year. And John Ross, it's his 3rd touchdown in 2 games. We did have some drops, though, with LaFell. But in the defense, J.J. Watt did not crush us like I thought he would. We had 2.5 sacks. Dunlap had 2. Whitney Merciless had 1.5. But other than that, we got to the quarterback when we needed to. We also forced some turnovers. Jackson had 1. Perfect had that overthrow, and Aloka had a throw that was behind. I think it was Hopkins. But we didn't force any fumbles today, but we were able to get it done. And the sad news is it's a torn rotator cuff on the throwing arm of Andy Dalton, so he will be out for the remainder of the year. If he were to come back, it will be Super Bowl week, and at that rate, we will just go with A.J. McCarron. We will put Dalton on the IR. So our next opponent, the Packers, Barclay, Carriage, and Walters are all out. This is a very dangerous team led by Aaron Rodgers. Ty Montgomery still playing after last season's success at the running back position. He'll be taking that this year. Nelson, Cobb, and Adams. Jeff Janis, see him. Former Bear, Martellus Bennett, but Kendricks is over there. But the biggest thing is their line. Their tackles are good. Their center's good. Jari Evans at guard is dropping, and their left guard is dropping as well. But this defense has also added some new pieces with Lowry. We got Mike Daniels, Clark anchoring that middle. Clay Matthews, though, will be the force. Brooks, Jake Ryan, and Blake Martinez are big. Nick Perry. And then the secondary has fallen off in recent years with Randall House and Rollins. But the safeties, though, between Dix and Morgan are some of the best in the league. So we'll go to Green Bay, who's 2-0. We pull out to 2-0. We also have some negotiation we can do in week 3. So we got Eifert and Perfect, I believe, in these first 2 weeks. And they are 2 big pieces. I mean, even if we change this defense with a new coach, Perfect is a very big part of this. And Eifert is as well. 4-year player, he's 26. We'll see what he can do. We'll give him about 6.58 million. We'll see if he takes that. And he definitely does. Look at Fontez Perfect, 5-year out of Arizona State. He's also 26. We're going to give him a 6 years. They'll bring him until he is 32. And we'll give him a $68.4 million contract. That's what? About 10 per year or so. So he is definitely worth it, though. As we go into week 3, again against the Packers, we'll see what this team is capable of. And if we can come against a team that's a Super Bowl contender and see if we can actually come out and defeat a Super Bowl contending team. So I'll see you guys next time. Later.